guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is Saturday the 14th. It is closer to the evening, and while it's not exactly the middle of the month, I feel like we can go ahead and do our mid-month check-in. You know, probably I could do it on tomorrow, which is the 15th, but I feel like not much is going to change between today and tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and do it now. So normally what I like to do is go through here and check off any bills that have been paid that I may have not checked off already, but we're actually good because the last time that I touched this planner or like flipped open this planner and everything was apparently sometime either on the 12th or after the 12th because I'd gone ahead and checked off personal trainer. So this is my setup in my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner for the month of July. I have bills, bill due stickers down, payday stickers down, and then, you know, some other stuff going on. So I've already checked off everything. Everything looks good. I'm already aware of the bills that are coming up. All of our bills are on auto pay anyway, except for rent, but I do like to know when bills are going to be coming out of our account. So let's go ahead and flip to this page. This is where the monthly budget is housed. And if you guys are not aware, we budget off of one income. Well, we tried to live off of one income, and we've always tried to do that. Now we are trying to budget off of one income. I don't really know how this is going to work out. This is our first month attempting to do so like deliberately. So basically my husband's, he'll get a paycheck. I don't even have it in here because I don't even have it in here. He'll get a paycheck on the 31st, and then he gets paid bi-monthly from his full-time job. I get paid every 2 weeks, whatever that means, whatever that, I don't know, I'm sure there's a fancy term for that, from my full-time job. And then we also have other sources of income and everything. So this is the money that I'm projecting that I will bring in. I'm actually going to bring in more. I already can see that already, but I did go off of what, you know, I projected at the beginning of the month, or at the end of June rather, because that's when we do our next month's budget. So I mean, you know, we did July's budget at the end of June, and I went off of 4,000 because that's typically what I do, somewhere around there. But like I said, I already know I'm going to bring in more than that. But this is just my income from all income sources, mainly my full-time job. But that has been that's been increasing, like not my full-time job, like that hasn't really been increasing since I've been sharing our budget with you guys, but my income has been increasing due to other sources that I've been sharing with you guys, you know, what those sources are. So enough of the talking. For this setup, I did put in the budgeted amount, which is over here, and I put in 2 actual columns. So this is going to be for the mid-month check-in, which is what's going to take place today. And then I'll come back at the end of the month and do like a full, you know, an end-of-the-month check-in. So let's just go down, and we can actually put how much income I've brought in. This is just me, again, because my husband's income, we're not using it to budget. We are using that, well, we're using it to budget, but we're going to be using that to save or pay off debt. For the next couple of months, we honestly do have to save for some stuff, even though we don't really want to, but it doesn't make sense to be paying off debt and like neglecting medical needs and everything like that. It's just, it's silly. So we're going to be saving much of his income, if not all of it, for the next couple of months, and then we're going to be using that to pay down debt, which, if you're not aware, we have only student loans remaining since we started budgeting a year ago. We've paid off like $31,000 worth of debt. I think at the end of this month, or like next week, it'll be like $31,000. So anyway, I'm going to use black if we're perfectly on budget, green if we're under budget, red if we're over budget. So we're going to do income because I have that right here. I track all of our expenses electronically in the Fudget app, F-U-D-G-E-T, Fudget. So income is, so far, I'm just going to use black for income because I can't really, there's really no way for me to put like, yeah, because we'll do on budget because I'm on budget. So we'll just use black for income. Income is, for me, at $1,816.90, and I haven't gotten like the bulk of the money that I'm going to receive. That normally takes place at the second half of the month. So that's how I know that I'm probably going to be bringing in more than $4,000 for the month of July. we'll just skip expenses. That's really not necessary because these are all of our expenses. We paid rent and water at $570. We live in the state of Georgia. It's relatively cheap, and that's why you won't see a lot. Our expenses are relatively small compared to some people. I know some people live in like larger, you know, like Manhattan and Southern California and everything like that, but these probably may be relatable to some other people out there. But sometimes when people who are from bigger cities watch my, or high cost of living areas watch my videos, they're like, oh my gosh, is that for 1 month? And I'm like, yeah, that's for the entire month. So moving on, cable and internet, we paid that. That came in as it should have at $128.35. We do have high-speed internet because I do YouTube and I can't be bothered with anything less than high speed. And then we also have cable, and that's pretty much my husband's perk. Mine is kind of the high-speed internet. His is kind of the cable. Electricity, we budgeted $250 at the beginning of the month. We do live in Georgia, so it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, but we did come in under. Oh, we haven't paid electricity. We haven't paid electricity yet, but it is going to be under. We're not doing that because we're only doing what's taken place so far. Cell phone bill is due at the end of the month. I have put $140 toward the trainer, which is technically on budget because $140 is deducted automatically, and then I pay the rest at a different time. So I am on budget with that, but I will owe a couple $100 more to the trainer, and I'll pay that probably at the end of the month. Have not paid gym fees yet. Have not paid life insurance yet. Renter insurance, we don't pay that again until next May 2019, but I just leave it in the budget because it is a bill. Car insurance, we don't pay that again until December, but I leave that in the budget because it is a bill. And so those two premiums are paid in full. That's why we don't owe any. We do have renter insurance and car insurance and medical insurance and vision insurance, and I mean every insurance that you could possibly have. Those two are paid in full. My student loan payment did come out at $241.74. That has gone up since getting married. My minimum payment used to be cheaper. My husband's minimum payment has not come out. This actually isn't the minimum payment. That is, I'm saying minimum really fast. That's actually not the minimum payment. That's just a little bit more because we already know that by the time we get around to, we already know when it is that we're going to get around to attacking his loans. And whenever we do start attacking them, it won't take really long because we're going to go ahead and that's why we're saving, because we're going to go ahead and get some things out of the way. I need a dental procedure. I need something for another thing related to dental work. My husband does too. His is cheaper than mine. We need this, we need that. We need stuff that we don't need to technically neglect, so that's why we are saving. But anyway, by the time we get around to attacking my husband's loans again, paying that little bit extra is going to help to bring his balance from like $27,000 to $26,000, and that $26,000 won't take long to erase because of our income. But again, it does not make sense to put medical needs and such on the back burner just to pay off debt, even though we are eager to continue our debt-free journey. And you know, and this is part of our journey. We're just not paying off debt right now. Well, we are about $500 a month, as you can see, but we're not viciously attacking the debt. I talk too much. Okay, dentist. I told you guys I was going to put this in as a line item because it was going to be $0 for the month if my husband didn't get the fluoride treatment, which he said that he wasn't going to get, but he actually ended up getting it. They do kind of pressure you into getting those. So I was like, well, why'd you get it if you told me you weren't going to get it? Why did you get it? And he was like, well, I was kind of pressured. And I was like, yeah, they do kind of like do it and act like it's a huge thing, and then they don't really tell you that you're gonna have to pay for it. Just like they somehow finessed him into purchasing some kind of toothpaste, so he bought some toothpaste too. So all of that to say, we're over budget there. He came in at $35 for his dental visit, his 6-month cleaning. Allowance, Shay allowance in business, I am at, okay, no, that's not right. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I am at $46.65. which is pretty good. I might come in under budget. I mainly don't really buy any allowance related things. I mainly buy business stuff. I just have those grouped together. I'll probably separate those at some point, but I mainly just buy business related stuff. Mark allowance, he is under at $30.70. So he might come in under this month because he was a little bit over last month. I'm kind of like perfect. I'm doing like perfectly fine. Actually, there's something that I want to purchase for like $50. So I might come in right on budget. But to be honest, we don't really care to go over for this category. Well, I don't anyway. Or we don't, neither of us care, because if someone wants to like start a business or advance their career, someone being me or my husband, or do something like that, we're not going to like, we're gonna do it. So I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's gonna cost money or how much it's gonna cost. If it's reasonable, we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that, because it doesn't really do us any good not to, I don't think. So if I came in over an allowance in business, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal, because I'll probably have purchased something to further my business or my ability to bring in additional income from online. Donations / gifts, we are at $21.75. And we may come in under there. I do need to donate, I mean, for the month, I do need to donate some money for some baby showers for my coworkers. And then I also need to send my friend and her husband their anniversary gift. And we'll see, we might come in under. Toiletries, we are at $22.68. We actually got toiletries today, so we might be under for the month. Haircut, my husband has not gotten a haircut this month. It doesn't look like, no, but it will be about $15. Fuel or gas for our cars, we are at $25.05. And you're probably like, how are y'all at $25.05 at the middle of the month? Well, that's because I filled up the first week, and then, wait, yeah. No, I was already filled. We didn't fill up the first week. I think I was already filled up at the end of June. So that took us into like the first week, first 7 days or so. And then we went out of town. And so that gas, that gas came out of the travel category, or we put that in the travel category, because we put all things travel related in the travel line item that we have for this month in particular. And then my husband filled up his tank at the very end of June, if you guys remember that. So that's how we haven't spent that much for gas, on gas so far. Food / dates, we are at $227.77. I think we'll be okay, because you know, my mother-in-law is still living with us, and she pretty much buys food and everything, so we should be good there. I feel like that's inaccurate. I'll have to double check that. Miscellaneous, oh, we don't have any miscellaneous category. We don't have any miscellaneous expenses. Oh, that's interesting. That almost never happens. Okay, and so I'm trying to get this video finished in 15 minutes. Travel, we went over. Mainly because we were living our best lives and eating out at like fancier restaurants, but also because I was gonna go by myself, but my husband was able to come with me, and so we didn't do too bad for 2 people for the 4 days that we were gone. So that's not too bad. And then savings, we haven't saved any because we won't know how much we've saved until the end of the month. So nothing there for savings. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't talk terribly too much. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.